Your overall energy is the Two of Cups. So that tells me that you're about to make a big choice when it comes to your relationship. I actually think this has been a choice that you've been needing to make for a while. You've been having a lot of conflicts. Unfortunately, there's been a lot of fighting. The Lord of Defeat, it's like you've put everything into this relationship, but it's given you just a lot of loss. I feel like your partner is somebody that wants to win at any cost. And sometimes this means that you're going to be being treated unfairly with this reverse justice here. I think that during disagreements, it's not really about who's in the right. It's about always being right. It's not always about compromising. It's about winning. And so this person has really hurt you in the past. I do think that you have a really good handle of your emotions with this King of Cups, but it really hasn't been serving you well. Like, I feel like you're a compassionate person that cares a lot about other people, and you care a lot about your partner. You're actually a calm person and peaceful, even despite all this conflict. This is leading me to believe that you're really emotionally balanced, but it's like almost that you need to make peace with yourself. The conflict that you've been having here has really hurt your self-esteem. Like, you're still very much in control of your emotions, but it's like there's a sadness about you, that kind of being taken advantage of by this other person. It has really hurt you, you know. I feel like the memories that you have with this person are not good ones. I'm not sure what they're doing specifically that's harming you, but it's a lot of devil card energy. It's a lot of selfishness, a lot of definitely not putting you first. And I think they're trying to pull off of your emotions. I think they're not being successful in this because you are actually a very intelligent person. You're someone who's kind of sink or swim. Even if something's really hurting you, you're still going to kind of bob out on top, if you know what I mean. But it's not because you are being treated the way you deserve. It's not because you're demanding respect for yourself. It's just because you are a person that is emotionally mature. But this person that you're with is not. And this has been a really conflict ridden, kind of sad time for you. Like, your cup is just always empty. When you're looking back at the relationship, you should have all these fond memories of the time that you've spent together, but it's like it always comes up short. It's almost as if you're drowning. You're not actually, your cup isn't being filled. You're just being like the waves crashing over you. And even though you're strong and you're kind of coming out on top of it, it's not what's best for you and it's hurting you. And I think there is a part of you that really wants to move forward, but the choice to move forward has been a hard one. I'm really seeing the inner struggle that you're having with this choice, that it's unfair, that you've given everything to this person. Especially when we're moving down to the Seven of Pentacles, you've like really given your whole heart and soul to this person. I think you've helped them in more ways than one, probably financially. With these pentacles, you've probably helped them financially. You've probably helped them, especially with this King of Cups, you've probably helped them in emotional areas of their lives. I think they had a really conflict-ridden childhood. They probably did not have someone there for them that was emotionally, good to them, like compassionate, nurturing, loving. And so you have really played that role for them. And I think that that's given you a soft spot for them to where you're kind of accepting behavior that you normally wouldn't accept. And that's what makes this so unfair, is that you're actually a good person. And I think this opportunity that you keep giving this person is because you feel like they didn't have, you know, kind of the best of luck growing up. And this childhood that they had, like, made them a certain way. But your compassion in this situation is getting in your way. It's actually causing you harm. I'm actually really getting bad energy associated with this, and I really hate it because your inability to move forward is actually based on the goodness of your character and your heart. And that's why this is such a bad energy, and why it's so wrong for you. Especially because the reason that you're not able to make this choice clearly without all this conflict, even though you can see it emotionally, is because of this dream down here that you have. Like, you've put in the work for this person, you've gotten to know them, and it's giving you nothing but sadness and loss because of this dream you have. I know you can't see the card like how you normally would, but the Four of Wands is like the dream of like marriage and like being really happy with someone, but like romantic. This is like the kind of relationship, like you're wanting to go out on vacation together, you're wanting to have fun together and just kind of romance it up, get that alone time in. And it's like a really beautiful feeling. But I'm sensing that something's not adding up, because this is more how you really feel. Like, this is the dream, the wish in the future, but like, this is where you are now. And you're definitely not getting this energy. With this Ten of Clubs here, I mean, it's pretty obvious that you're overextending yourself. You're giving this person so much, like, and of course this comes into it too, the Seven of Pentacles. You're like looking back on all the things that you've given this person, and like, you think it's worth it. With this Four of Wands, that's what sucks, is that you think this is worth it, but it's not worth it. Like, you're overextending yourself. This is the card of burdens. It's like, I know you can't see it, but it's like this man who is carrying a big bundle on his back, kind of like Pilgrim's Progress. Like, it's like the person that's been on this long journey and is just weighed down by life. And I feel like that's what this relationship is for you, especially because you're the emotionally strong one. Like, this person is weighing you down and hurting you, like constantly hurting you, and it's really unfair because you've been really good to them. What's interesting about this reading is that it's left unclear. I'm not actually sure the outcome of this situation, because I see what you're doing wrong, but I feel like it's because I'm picking up the energy of how you're actually feeling, which, like, you're being treated bad. This is the inner struggle. You know that you're being treated bad. It's unjust. It's not balanced. It's not fair. You're not being treated in a way that you deserve to be treated. And you know that you've come so far in your life and you've had so many experiences that when something is wrong and when something's right. And I feel like you have enough self-esteem that you're being treated wrong. But your compassion is actually what's getting in your way here. The thing that makes you great and beautiful and kind and balanced, and this is what's holding you back, like, from moving forward. And it's why the burden. It's like, why the burden? Because you're blaming yourself. Like, you can't move forward because you're blaming yourself. Like, you tried so hard in this situation that it's just like you can't move on. So you tried so hard to get this love here that you can't move on.